Hyper Light Drifter is more than just a game. It's an experience unlike any other. One that scoops you up and asks you what's happening in this story. After all, when you take control of any video game character, it's your adventure, you're in control. But when you look at something like this, or this, what does it mean to you? Since the story is told through virtually no dialogue at all, it's up to you to decide what's happening in this pastel-colored world. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get the obvious out of the way first. Hyper Light Drifter is a top-down dungeon-crawling indie game, much akin to something like A Link to the Past. It was made by Heart Machine and Abbey Light Studios, which you might know them for their other games like Solar Ash, Possessors, and the more recent spiritual successor, Hyper Light Breaker. But we don't talk too much about that last one. With all that out of the way, Hyper Light Drifter might be one of the best games I've played in a very long time. But simply calling it just a game is doing it a disservice. It's art. Every aspect of this experience has been crafted to leave a lasting impression on the player. The music can be sprawling and epic, or droning and calm. And better yet, it switches between these styles perfectly. Here, just listen to this. Ever since beating this game, I haven't been able to get this soundtrack out of my head. So yeah, it's definitely on my Spotify right now. If you want something to put you to sleep in minutes or just relax your soul, I highly recommend you check out Disasterpeace. All of his tracks are absolutely fantastic. But it's not just the music that keeps you engaged. Listen to these sound effects. The attacks are meaty, the slashes are crisp, and the little goober, all of his little noises that he uses to help you out. Oh my god, I just love this little guy.
You son of a bitch.
In fact, I love it so much that my Aunt Betsy actually got me the deluxe copy of the game. If you're watching this, thank you so much. I have poured 10 hours into this game already, and I can't get enough of it. For those of you who actually want a physical copy, it comes with a poster, a CD, a cool sticker, and a keychain of my second favorite robot. Sorry for that little tangent, I just had to say that. Thanks again, Aunt Betsy. See you at Thanksgiving this year. So anyways, the reason Hyper Light Drifter is so great isn't just because of the combat, which is fantastic, or the music, which literally feels blessed by an entire pantheon of gods. No. What makes it so great is the story it tells. The game encapsulates the saying, show don't tell perfectly. Besides some lore tablets, there's quite literally 0 pieces of spoken dialogue. Even the NPCs have individual pictures that ask you, what do you think happened here? Which makes it perfect for everyone to have their own interpretation of what's going on. And will leave everyone who plays it walking away with a different perspective on the matter. If you want my interpretation, be sure to stick around, but if you don't, you can just skip ahead to here so that you can experience it yourself without the bias of my perspective. But if you don't care, then let's get into it. This is going to be a long rant. As the title suggests, you're a drifter who wanders the world. He's a man with no name, no family, no attachments. The drifter walks through life as normal as he can until one day he's afflicted by a horrible disease. One that drives him into coughing fits that end in blood puddles and vivid hallucinations. There's a creature guiding you to what you hope is a cure, as it has done for several others before you. However, it seems that none managed to survive until you came along. Slowly but surely you ventured across the land, trudging through the puddles of the east, carving through the gems of the west, through the scorching heat and frigid cold of the north and south. Because deep below the surface of the city, there's an ancient civilization that has fallen to ruin. With technology and ancient history forgotten by the rest of the world, you hope that the cure to your affliction is down there as well. At the end of it all, there's a fight between you and the disease, the one thing holding you back from living normally again. The one thing keeping you from being free again. But in the end, even though you win and overcome this terrible affliction, it's not enough. Flashes of a better world cured of illness flash through your mind, and you lay down knowing you won't live long enough to see it. Oh my god, so serious! So now, here comes the part where I tell you what I don't like about the game.
Okay, I'm going to the street, man. Damn.
If it isn't already obvious, I kind of had a hard time beating this because I'm just not very good at video games. Personally, the hardest part about this game was probably mastering the dash, but once you get that down, then it's way easier. Okay, to be fair, every death was definitely my fault, not the game's. I just have a bit of a skill issue. But even with my terrible gaming skills, I keep coming back to this game whenever I get the chance. It's not just a game that you pick up, beat, and leave to collect dust. It's something that makes you think, hours or even days after beating it. It's a beautiful game, and in my personal opinion, it's art, and something that no fuck-ass clanker could replicate. Okay, bye.